Hi beauties, come with me today as I show you how I transform the salon storage area from looking like this to this. Now this is a DIY project, alright? So don't judge, okay? So this is what we're starting off with. This is how it was looking originally. I went ahead to take off that plywood in the front, and this is what we have to work with. Now the whole essence of this project is so I can create a section, primarily this outermost part to the right. I want to clear out that part to have items on sale or items for sale stored there so that anyone who walks in can see that, all right, this is what we have available for purchase, kind of like a mini store. And then everything else, all the other products and everything else that is not for sale is going to be stored inside the closet. It just helps to improve the general aesthetics so that there's not too many things lying around everywhere. So starting off, I am creating the frame for the layers, and it was a bit stressful working here. So I decided to take it outside and put it together, and this is how it's looking like. All right, so this just made the job a little bit easier. So now I'm just going to put it in and nail them in. Now the closet is already existing. I'm just making modifications so that I can be able to contain everything that I need to store. Because as you can see on this outermost section that has the layers, I used to store stuff there, products and other things that we're using in the salon. So that's the area I'm trying to clear out so that I can have things that we're going to be selling displayed there instead. The salon is not very big. It's actually a small space. So I'm just trying to do this as a way to maximize the space that we have to work with. Now, at this point, I didn't have a leveling bar, the one that has the mercury in it to check the spirit level or something like that. So I didn't have that available on hand. So I was using that cup with the water just to place it there and see how, you know, even or how straight I can get it. Like I said, it's a DIY project, so I was just, working with what I had. Now, that little kid you saw there, that's my little cousin. He was, my little, there's actually two of them. They're like, my little helping hands, helping me to grab a few things here and there, like a hammer or a nail or stuff. And, we actually just, all of us had fun just creating this because you see, like, they brought these to me. So we all just, worked on this together. And, yeah, it was it was something. Now originally I was gonna hire somebody to get this done, but there was one day I came back from school and I sat in the salon and I looked at it and I was like, I just started thinking because for me, if I can think it, then I can definitely do it. So I just started playing it out in my head, like, if I were to do this, how would I do it? Like, what would I need and all that? And after thinking for like 15 minutes, like, I pretty much had everything I needed to get this done. And that's primarily because my dad is a handyman as well. So he has everything, like, he has everything, hammers, saws, nails, literally everything I use. Yeah, even some of the wood I used here were, leftover wood he used for different projects. So I just benefited and used some of it here. And knowing how handy I can be, I figured, like, okay, and I like to push myself and try different things. So I figured, like, all right, everything I need is available, so heck, I'm gonna do it. So here I am. At this time it was already evening. I've forgotten the time exactly, but I started working on this at about 3 or 4 p.m. and I got done with one side at about 9:30, and then I did the other side the next day. You're gonna see that ahead. So yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys watch. This is really not a tutorial, so I'm just going to let you guys watch this. And please like the video, drop a comment down below. Oh, great news, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers already. Right now we're at 942. So please, if you're watching this, please watch till the end because it's going to really help me to build the watch hours that I need to monetize the channel. And also please subscribe because we need a minimum of 1,000 subscribers. So please just please do all the good stuff. Like the video, drop a comment, subscribe, share, and just stay tuned. All right. Yes, I'm just speeding it up because, like I said, it's not a tutorial, so it's just, you guys watching me work while I do my thing. At this point, I was already done with what I'll call the frames. So I can say we're like 50 or 60% done with this section. So I'm going ahead right now to cut out the plywood to place there so that we can have things put on it. So I'm just cutting away and placing it. I didn't actually nail this part. I actually thought of nailing it, but the fit was really firm, and considering I had done the layer so well, there really wasn't no need to nail it down. So I just cut them to size and I made sure they fit properly, and I just placed it without nailing it down. At this point, I'm just taking out some of the nails that, passed through the plywood when I was taking it off. It got stuck on the plank. So right now I'm taking them out, taking all the little nails out before I go back in to put the plywood in that space to cover it up. This is how it's looking so far. As you can see, it's stuck on there snug. For this one, it was actually very slopey, and that space there, what I did was I just got a piece of wood that had that height, and I placed it in between. So when I placed stuff on the plywood, it didn't actually sink back down, if you get what I mean. Now I know I said this is not a tutorial, but I still come in just to give context so that you guys can understand what I'm doing. So I'm just showing how it's looking so far. It's looking good. It's coming together so nicely, and I was feeling so proud of myself. Like, I didn't even know I could do this, but I set my mind to it, so I was getting it done. So I'm just putting the plywood to cover it up, and the rest of it, this other part that is open, that is where we're gonna have the items for sale on display. So I'm just going to nail that plywood in and then go back to the other side. And as I told you, my little helpers, like these dudes, they really helped me a lot. Like, they helped me. So shout out to them, even though they are not going to see this video anytime soon, but shout out to them. Right now, I was done with that first side, and I wanted to get started on the second side, so I was just clearing out space to get started on it. And then, boom, the part got cut out. Like, yo, NAO is nobody's friend. But either ways, I still had some energy left in me, and it was about 9:30, between 9:30 and 10 p.m. I think it was like 9:45 or even 10 p.m. I don't know exactly, but it was between then. And it was also raining at this time, so I figured that since I was going to be hitting things, with neighbors around, it wasn't gonna make too much noise, with the rain. So I just took out that plywood, and I call it quits for the day. I had to go rest, and this was the next day. Still with my little helping hands. You saw the little dude, he passed. Yeah, so they're still around to help me on this day. This was actually during the holidays when I did this. It was about 2 months ago when I did this, so I've just been lazy to edit the video and upload it. But yeah, so I got the pillar, the right fit for the pillar. Then I came out to nail in the frame. When I was doing the other side, this part I didn't show, so yeah, this is how I did it. So yeah, when I nail in the frames like this and I go back to fit it in the closet, it's much easier than having to nail this in the closet. It's just so much easier this way, and it's much faster. And considering that it was going to be storage for inside the closet, I wasn't really particular about, the a precise shape for the frame. So yeah, I ran short of one, so I had to come and take out this little piece from this cupboard here to fit in the frame. So yeah, I just cut that up to fit the length that I needed. Then I added that in. Okay, so I had to fast forward it because I was just basically doing the same thing, cutting the plywood to fit. But yeah, I know you can see that little patch under there. Yeah, but I actually made sure that the frame was able to hold all those three plywoods separately without either of them falling. I just used the tape to keep them pieced together so that, when I come to place it, I don't need to move too many pieces. So I was done. I covered up that section, and then I did a little victory dance, and it was time to clean up. I was done with the woodworks, so I had to clean up and start arranging things. I started doing packing things inside before I remembered that I hadn't shown you guys how everything was looking. So at some point up ahead, I had to take out everything I had put inside. I just took them out to show a view of how it's looking, how everything had come together before I started putting stuff back in. right here I was just showing how much cleanup I needed to do, how much work was still left undone. I had to tidy up inside and outside. Then I just took a quick second to show y'all how I was looking. Ooh, and how my nails were holding up. Like, these are NBLX nails, y'all. And I did this. So, but this other nail, it actually broke off. I didn't do that. Well, actually, I've forgotten how it came off, but I hit it and it got broken. And I really didn't have the time to redo it, so I just took it out. Next up was water break. I needed to rehydrate because I absolutely needed it. Now back to tidying up. It took me a while to get this done. I think I took about 2 hours because by the time I was done with everything, it was already dark, like totally dark out. And I was super tired. So yeah, it did take me a while, but I was glad I was able to get it done because, y'all, if I had left this to do it the next day, I would have been so tired. So I just had to, use up whatever energy I had left to get it done so that I wouldn't have to come back to it. But then again, it also did take me a while to get it done because I needed to figure out which stuff I was going to throw out because I didn't eventually keep everything. I had to throw out some stuff. Like, some were just empty cartons of items I had bought. So I had to throw out, those empty cartons. Then I had to separate the things that I was going to sell from the things that we're going to be using at the salon because, like, that's actually the reason for this DIY project. So I had to do the separation and all that. So it took me a bit of time. Then, I had to clean up while I was packing. So yeah, it took me some time, but I still got it done. Like, I still got it done. Just a quick reminder at this moment, if you haven't already, please do give us a big thumbs up. Drop a comment down below, subscribe to our channel. Please watch the video to the end as well so that you can help with our watch hours. Please, we need 4,000 watch hours. That's a lot and we're still just at about 300, so we have a long way to go. So please watch our videos till the end. Share the video as well and just stay tuned. time I got done with cleaning up, I completely forgot to take a video of how everything was looking clean and organized. But I'm going to take a separate video of that and upload it. So please make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see that. Then I just slipped in this video of me. This was a couple of days after I finished that project. I was at school on this day looking trim. Yeah. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.